No, well, you already know what it means. Bit of foray into the rubbish. And the bottles. And we're done. So, starting the game of the week is a game called Kid Tripp. Only bought a while back. Does have a slightly, I don't know, like Wonder Boy type Sonic vibe to it, but we'll see what happens. One that a friend recommended a while ago called Lost Snowmen. Who had a bit of busy evening this afternoon and the evening this evening. Planning for the weekend. Well, obviously you'll see that later in the video. But Lost Snowmen. So, not too much needed to be done, but as you can see there, nice record achievements unlocked in this game, and it's quite a fun, like sort of adventure game. It's a Thursday, and as you can see it's the countdown board, but no record today, but it is a milestone. Because 2 years today, 28th of April 2020, was the first time I ever did a full recorded, obviously by records, countdown weights. The Monday before, which obviously was with the tester one, which is why you can always see that the weeks and the days are always one out. In the obviously 524 will be tomorrow or Friday, because it was started on a Tuesday, so we do a Tuesday Friday in terms of the roundup. But in the space of 2 years we've done 779,375. For this year we've done 159,000. Last year we did 450, and the year before, the iconic year, was 169. So we're about 10,000 in the first 4 months of this year, have beaten 8 months we did in 2020. Quite adept at 134s across the board now to complete the 2 year. However, no record. This is a sort of negative side that the last full countdown round was the 13th of April, a full 11 days ago. So there'll be no record for this week. So because of that, there'll be no record week this week, but a record tomorrow on the Friday would be nice to at least not get 1907. But going back, first ever day record was 225 lifts in a day, which is basically 2 rounds these days. And this time last year it was 1675, so we've gone upwards of well over 200 per day since then. Continuing on the game, you can see 2 Synchro Hedgehogs for Windows. Any regular views know it's extra time, because last night they dropped 10 different updates. Now, so we're not going to do more than one go, but it means 10 recompletions. So when you were 2 away from getting to 375 completions, you know, 12 away, it's a lot of gaming to do. And there you go, 5 levels on this update, so 5 levels later. Well, now we completed 20 out of 20, 3,000 out of 3,000. So on the gaming front, it's another Exatillion recompletion on Shiro on Windows. And there you go, all achievements unlocked. That's 20 out of, well, 15 out of 15, 2,000 out of 2,000 on this one. So, right in Warrington Bank Street. So, it's tickle pink for Wigan tonight. I'm not in it because I'm going to save that for Sunday. It is Warrington away though, 491 overall, 448 for Wigan. 36th and record against Warrington, which means you've seen no game more than Wigan and Warrington. 18 wins, 15 losses, 2 draws, there's a 1 game winning streak. It would be an 8th away win record. We've not seen Wigan win anywhere more than 7 times. Could be a 65th away win, which if Warrington becomes 8, that says a lot. 131st away to overall, after the 3 consecutive wins after Wakefield and Salford, and it is a 20th spot attendance in 2020, so we're going good considering we're only in April. So half time at HJ, so far so good. Wire 10, Warriors 24. Well, there you go, full time at HJ, and it's a Wigan win, a lot more closer than it should have been. At one point it was 40 points to 10, but all good. Weekend off to a flyer. Wire 22, Wigan 40. So the sport takes a break for the day. So we are back in this part of the country on Sunday for a Women's Nines Festival. Never done it before, not a clue what's going to happen, but it should be a bit of fun. Not a blood train journey complete. Wigan, no place. Oh, bit of a double update because it was a Friday update, even though it's been done on Saturday after last night's trip out. And it's also the end of the month. No records, sadly, the last couple of weeks. So the month has ended sort of a little less happier record-wise, because I did hope to get 2,000 in a day, but it hasn't happened. So we've ended the month with a week of 9535, which is a far cry from obviously the best of the 9,700, a good 200 behind. But is what it is. Month itself 40,000, so good. I say 4,000 nearly less than last month. But then that's what happens when you don't have any 4 final rounds. Over 780,000 overall. Obviously we completed the 2-year anniversary earlier this week. But yeah, 135 has started. So board starts from the top corner next week. Another Exetillion one is Synchro Hedgehogs, the first one. This one's a little harder than the second one last time, so hopefully it'll be just as, well, less challenging than the last update was. There we go, nice work, unlocked all achievements for this game. 3,000 out of 3,000, then 20 out of 20. So a bit of a step into the unknown today. It is slightly just raining, but 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning after Warrington for the Warrington Women's Nines. Never seen this concept before. Don't know really what to expect. Obviously this weather's not going to do it any favours, but first trip is to get bus to Wigan and then see where we go from. So bus was perfectly on time. So now the train's here. Leg 2. Arrived at St Helens Central. Was a bit of a worry because we had to get the ticket on the train because unlike Avanti, Northern shut the ticket app 5 minutes before the train's about to arrive, so luckily we got one on the train, so it's a wait for the bus to Warrington. So next leg is the bus from St Helens to Warrington, then through the bus from Warrington to Wicky B, and then we'll be there. Well, we passed the DW, we passed Halliwell Jones, that's 3 Super League stadiums in one more. Well, that's 2 buses and a train down. When I arrived at Warrington Interchange, we were here back in March, February, I can't remember, when the women played Cadished anyway. So, next one's the bus to Vicky Park, and then we'll finally be able to tick it off. It's evaded me several times, but finally, I can say, we arrived at Victoria Park. That's what we're here for, the women's nines. So, game 1 of what should be 12 today. It's a bit of a different one because it is Catalans against all, and I forgot the paper. So, All FC women against Catalan women, 492 overall, first ever women's nines game, 44th other, and 21st sport in attendance in 2020. So, game 2 on pitch 3, and this is a personal one, Wakefield against Wigan. 493 overall, 449 for Wigan, second against Wakefield ladies, played 1-1-1, second women's 19s, hopefully women's 9s, hopefully not a 10th neutral loss, and 26th neutral game, 22nd attendance overall, Wigan Wakefield game 2. So, game 3, group 1, which is FC against Wakefield, completely brand new to me. 494 overall, 3rd women's 9s, 23rd attendance this year, and 45th overall of the game. Game 3, which is a Wigan one, Catalans against Wigan. 3rd women's 19s, hopefully not a 10th loss from neutral. 495 overall, 450th Wigan game in 2010 to 2022. 27th neutral, 24th sport attendance in 2020, and 4th 9s overall. Catalan become the 71st team we've seen Wigan play. So full time on the second game for Wigan, and well, not the best of results. Catalan's very strong. Catalan's 18, Wigan 10, which means, well, we're not likely to go through as group winners, bar a miracle from Hull, but we might get the wild card 6 spot. So we are back on, Wigan are back to back, and this is game 3 for Wigan against Hull women, 496 overall, 451 for Wigan, first ever against FC women, 72nd team, 5th women's 9s. Sadly we did have the 10th neutral loss just then. Looking for a 300th win if all the other games came off, which they didn't. So this will be 299 if it comes off, 28th neutral and 25th sport attendance in 2022. So game 6 of this group, like we say, we don't know who's going through. If Catalan do win this, they're through, but we still don't know how the 6 qualifiers decided. 497 overall, 6th women's 9s, 26th attendance in 2022, and 46th other game overall. So, full time in Group C, Catalans have basically done the clean sweep, played 3-1-3, so that's them through to Salford in July. We're still unsure as to who the 6th team is going to be, because there's still 2 more groups to come today, but that's pitch 3 done, so seeing as it was free entry, well, we're not doing nothing else today. We're going to go and cover another group, and that one will be Group D, I think, on pitch 1. So, game 7 of the day, we're now over on pitch 1 for Group D. Ulton Raidettes against Salford Red Devils women, 498th overall, 7th women's 9s, 27th attendance in 2022, and 47th other. So, game 2 in Group D. Huddersfield against Castleford, 499 overall, 8th women's nines, 28 attendance for the year, and 48 other. So, game 3 in Group D, it is quite a milestone one considering the fact that this isn't one of my teams. I must have in the middle of Warrington, but it's the 500th overall rugby league game I've seen since October of 2010 when we started keeping records. 500, not bad. 9th women's nines, 29th attendance for the year, and 49th other overall. So 3 down, 3 to go in Group D. This one is Castleford against Salford, 501 overall, 10th women's nines, 30th attendance for the year, and 50th other game overall. Last one was a Huddersfield win. So game 4 completed, Salford comfortable 26-4 winners over Castleford. So the next one is Castleford back on against Warrington, and then it looks like the last one's going to be decided for who wins the group between Salford and Huddersfield. Game 5 of Group D, 11th for the day. 502 overall, 31st attendance of the year, 51st other, and it's Warrington against Castleford. Last time these two met, it was in the cup, and let's be honest, it didn't end very well for Castleford. So, Warrington won the last one, so that means Castleford are yet to win a game this year, be it Challenge Cup or Nines, which is not looking good for them, but that's why they probably dropped down a league. Last game of the day for me, Salford against Huddersfield. That's a big one, winner take all. Whoever wins this wins the group and takes the final spot. Salford just opened the score with a 5-point try, so leads 7-0. 503 overall, 12th women's nines game, won't be the last this year, that's a guarantee. 32nd attendance for the year and 52nd other. So full time in game 6 of Group D, and it is Huddersfield Giants women who progress. I think it's 25-14, so that means that in Salford in July it's going to be St Helens, Leeds, Catalan, York, Huddersfield, and I think possibly Warrington, because they're the only team not to win 3 games to not lose either. Well, it's been a very packed game, very packed day. 12 women's nines games, won't be the last, so now we're going to go and wait for the bus into Warrington and then 2 buses home, and then that's the week sports-wise to an end. So 12 games done, you can see. Goodbye to the women's nines. Well, I've stood at this bus stop at 8:10 this morning, getting on the bus. Just got off at 7:20 at night, so it's time for a nice rest. So the gaming week ends and the month begins, I suppose, in May, with Butterfly 2 on Windows. And there you go, unlocked all achievements on this game. 4,000 out of 4,000. But level 26, which is probably the next update, but another one ticked off.